Here's a very fun song. So we start out with this intro. There's not a ton of chords in the song, but there's a lot of rhythm stuff going on that kind of makes the song what it is, right? So the intro is going to be A minor to D minor. Bar all of 5, have 7 A and D. Then you D minor, bar 5 from A down, 7 D and G, and 6 on B. And we're going to start out, it kind of changes the first 2 times, and then it gets into a pattern. So we have... We're going to start out, when I say a hit, that means let the chord ring out. And then when I say muted, scratchy, just let it get that kind of sound, right? So we start out with a down hit, and then we're going to do a up-down scratchy rhythm. Then an upstroke, up hit, then a down-up scratchy, and then a down hit, right? So you'll have 3 times the chord rings out. The first one's a downstroke, second one's an upstroke, third one's a downstroke, right? And in between you have a down-up scratchy rhythm kind of thing. Okay. So that's your first part. And then this is the only time we're going to do this is the first time. We're going to do a quick down-up scratchy 8th note and then go to D minor. Alright, so after you do that, go to D minor, play the same exact rhythm you just played over the A minor. Okay. Alright, now here's where it changes. We're going to go straight to the hit it on the 1, right? So you're going to hit your A minor, then we're going to do a triplet. Down, up, down. Then an upstroke hit. Then a down, up, scratchy. Then a down hit, letting it ring. Okay, then we're going to go straight to D minor. No scratchy rhythm in between. And do the same rhythm. And this first time we play this new rhythm, let that D minor at the end ring just a little bit, right? And you only have to do that this time, and the rest of the time you don't have to do it. So far we get... Alright, and then we just keep repeating that same rhythm. Alright, so the last time we'll go... on this A minor, we'll have it down, triplet scratchy, upstroke hit, down up scratch, do a down hit, and after that down hit, we're going to do a 16th note scratch. And then we're going to hit G major. So you have a... Then we go to G major, 3, 5, 5, 4. And then you can just walk up a power chord, really. You don't have to play the full thing. It's G sharp minor to A minor. Just play the E, A, D strings. Usually hits overdrive on it. Alright, and then we get into the intro rhythm part, right? So underneath the little solo part in the beginning, you're going to play like this. So it'll be the same in the verse, but it's going to be a different, kind of a different rhythm, different amount of times we play each chord. So you start out muted down hit and an upstroke 3 times for A minor. Then a muted down hit and an upstroke for G major. And then 2 on F. Alright, same shape as your G. And then we're going to go... muted muted down hit, do an upstroke on G major, and then walk up G sharp to A in those power chords, and then back hitting an upstroke, right? So you have so that's your intro rhythm. And then the lead part, I tried my best to discern what he was doing. There's so much overdrive on it, right? It's hard to make out some of the stuff in the middle because it gets real muddy, even when it's slowed down. So this is what I hear. We're going to bend up 7 on G. He doesn't do any vibrato. He just bends it up to pitch and stops the bend. Then we're going to walk down the A minor pentatonic scale. Go 5, 8, 5, E to B. And then we're going to bend up 7 up and down and pull off to 5 on G. And then we're going to go 7D to 5G. And then we're going to bend down 5 on D and bring it back up. And then get 8 on the A string. So altogether the phrasing will be. Okay, one more time. Then he kind of goes into this Dorian thing. And sometimes I use my fingers, sometimes I use the pick, but I'm pretty sure he's doing all downstrokes. You have 8 on the high E 3 times, twice 5 on B, once 7 on E. Then you're going to pull off on the high E string 8, 7 to 5. Alright, and that's your whole intro. Alright, so that's everything. Alright, and then we get into the verse. And in the verse, same chords as the intro, but we're going to play them differently. So here's how the verse is going to go. Alright, so we're going to go A minor 3 times as usual, G major once. Here's where it changes. We're going to do 3 hits on F major. And then go right into G major, no muted hits, just strum it down, let it ring. And as that's ringing, don't hit it again, don't pick it again, just let it ring. And slide up 4, 6, 6 to 5, 7, 7 on the E, A, D strings, that G sharp to A, right? And once you land back in your A minor position, give it an upstroke. Alright, so real quick. Alright, so that's what we're going for. Alright, so that's your whole verse. The second verse, he does something different. When he does that hard work good, hard work fine, it'll be Alright, so you walk it down the same way, A minor to G. Then when we get to F, it's a muted down hit and an upstroke twice. Then you do one more mute and do 2 upstrokes. Then you kind of slide up to G and do that 4 times. Then back to F, play it the same way you did the first time. Then you just hit G once, F once, then E7. Open E, 2 on A, open D, 1 on G, 3 on B, open E. And after that, he'll go into that little solo again, but he'll just start out on the 8th fret on the high E. Then he'll pull off, bend up 7 on G, repeat that, and then the second time he just does a harmonic, pinch harmonic, and then it's just a bunch of noise after that. It's just a bunch of feedback and pinch harmonics and nothing that's really noteworthy. And then the bass line breaks down and it just kind of does this instrumental thing. And then after that, it goes into the outro, which is just the intro again with that funky rhythm, right? Going up. Right, so you just do the same rhythm, and then you just end it hitting that overdrive. And then just slide off of the A. Alright, so that's everything. The whole song is pretty much about the right hand, so just listen to the record, work on that, and that's everything. Just practice slow and have fun.